Listen to this sound. This sound isn't coming from some ancient mine or some old facility. It's happening right now. Yes, maybe a child, 5 to 6 years old, digging in the dirt. For what, you may ask? For cobalt, the very mineral you are using right now to watch this video. Because inside every smartphone, every laptop, every electric vehicle, there exists a piece of the Democratic Republic of Congo. And that piece is drenched in blood. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we'll be discussing about the secret wars fought in Africa and why the US and China are fighting over the Democratic Republic of Congo. This is the untold story of the world's most deadliest resource war. Let's begin. This has got to be one of the most greatest robberies in human history. The Democratic Republic of Congo isn't just rich, nah. It is the treasure chest of the planet because beneath its soil lies $24 trillion worth of mineral wealth. That's enough to give every Congolese citizen $30,000 today. But instead, over 73% of the population live on less than $2 per day. Let that sink in. In fact, let me show you the sickening irony of Congo's wealth. 70% of the world's total supply of cobalt comes from here. Your iPhone, your Tesla batteries, Congolese hands dug them out. Yet in Cobalt, miners including children risk cave-ins and toxic dust just for 50 cents per hour. Are you kidding? The Katanga mines produces over 1.5 million tons of copper a year. That's enough to wire every home in Europe. But yet in Lubumbashi, family lives in shacks without electricity. Congo has $20 billion in untapped gold. Meanwhile, artisanal miners die in collapsed pits just so Brussels and Dubai can sell conflict-free jewelry. And do you know the most meanest joke in all of this? Congo's minerals build spaceships, smart cities, and artificial intelligence. But the people who dug them up live in the 1800s. This is Kipushi, a town sitting on 100 billion in mineral wealth. But look around. No hospitals. Women give birth in mud huts. No clean water. Children drink from the same river where mining waste flows. No schools. Just child miners as young as 4 years old, hauling rocks bigger than they are. This doesn't even look like poverty. This is plunder. $24 trillion in mineral wealth underground. Yet 64% of Congolese live below the poverty line. 1 in 10 children die before the age of 5. That's the highest in Africa. And then Chinese mines extract $10 billion a year, paying only 0.3% in taxes to Congo's government. Maybe you didn't get that very clear. $10 billion a year leave Congo. And what stays behind? Malnutrition, poverty, ultimately death. Now, why are the two global powers fighting over the Democratic Republic of Congo? Let me explain. You see, one thing I want you guys to understand is that this isn't just a war fought with guns and ammunition. This is a war fought with contracts, spies, and cold hard cash. And the price? The very mineral that power our future. Let me pull back the curtain. The DRC is the ultimate battleground in the 21st century's great game, and here's how it's playing out. On April 2008, China offered Congo what looked like a win-win deal. We'll build your hospitals, schools, and roads. Just give us your mines for 25 years. The Congolese government smiled and took the deal. But in reality, China only built 20% of the promised infrastructure while taking 100% of the cobalt. Today, Chinese companies like CMOC and SICO mines operate like colonial powers. No taxes paid to Congo's government, private militias guide smuggling routes and then funnel cobalt straight to Chinese factories. By 2020, China controlled over 70% of Congo's cobalt. We're talking about the same mineral used in the production of Tesla batteries, Lockheed Martin missiles, and every goddamn iPhone on the planet. The US woke up too late. And then what did they do? They launched Operation Shadow Minerals. The CIA allegedly funds Rwandan-backed M23 rebels. US firms like Apple and Tesla scrambled to find non-Chinese cobalt, but there is nowhere else to go. US media suddenly runs stories on Chinese exploitation in Africa while ignoring American companies buying the same blood mineral. But here's what no one admits. China claims it's helping Africa to develop while children die in its mines. The US scream about human rights but buys smuggled Congolese cobalt through Rwanda. Both sides just pretend to care about Congo while its people starve in the rubble of their greed. So, can this war ever end? Well, right now, minerals are being laundered like drug money. Rwanda slaps a made in Rwanda sticker on Congolese cobalt and then poof, it's clean. But here is one suggestion though. Blockchain technology could change all of this. Imagine if every rock gets a digital passport, like mined in Congo, sold in China, and then used in your device. No more, oops, we didn't know from Apple and Tesla. But China and other tech giants hate this because transparency means less profit. And then Uganda and Rwanda will lose over $1 billion in smuggling profits as well. Another suggestion would be sanctioning Uganda and Rwanda, but no, the US won't let that happen. You see, Rwanda's president poses as a modern day leader. His army backs the M23 rebels stealing Congo's minerals. The UN knows this, the US knows this, but they need Rwanda as a military ally in Africa. The hard truth is that if the West really cared about Congo, they would freeze Rwandan assets, ban their minerals, and then arrest smugglers in Dubai. But that would hurt business, won't it? One other suggestion I think might work would be the renegotiation of mining deal between China and Congo. Because back then in 2008, China bought Congo's minerals for pennies. Their deal promised hospitals, schools, and roads. And what did they get back in return? A few pothole repairs and more debt. Now Chinese mines pay zero taxes while Congo owes them about $3 billion. If China refuses renegotiation, Congo can just nationalize the mines. Yes, it's extreme, but Zambia did it. But the risk here is that China might just cut off loans or even back up a coup. But what is worse, fighting now or letting China own Congo forever? For decades, the world has treated the Democratic Republic of Congo like an open wound, something to steal from, something to ignore, something to exploit. But now you know the truth. This isn't just about minerals. It's about what we value more, convenience or conscience. Every time you buy a smartphone, a laptop, or an electric car, you are holding a piece of the Democratic Republic of Congo. The question is, what will you do with it? Will you be the generation that finally says, enough is enough? Or will history remember us as the ones that looked away while children died for our gadgets? Congo is waiting. Like, share, and subscribe. And watch out for my next video. Thank you for watching.